120 students from 100 nations, and we have about more than 12,000 students. And some of our top programs are obviously with regards to medicine, to engineering. We also have ITs, especially, and hospitality and tourism, to name a few, applied science, and the medical programs with regards to pharmacy, etc. But what's more important is how we enhance and enrich the education is very, very important. That's where we are coming in to see where we can collaborate. Now, another important is there's a lot of opportunities in joint research. There's a lot of opportunities in global engagement or global classroom. That's where the professors from India and Chennai, especially here, can join with our professors to have joint classrooms and engagement. And that's important. Another area that we are looking at is on the cultural immersion, short mobility program. And that's where the strength is, where the students can come to Malaysia and to enjoy the culture and integrate with us. So that's very, very important for us to ensure that the enrichment in education enhances. So what important is we can't stay in one area and learn. We have to integrate, and there must be synergy between our universities. So that's where it's going to take us to our next platform. And with that, thank you very much for inviting us. Pass over to you.
Thank you. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் மலேசியாவில் மரீன் சம்மந்தப்பட்ட ஒரு பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் பேராசிரியர். ஸோ இந்த பல்கலைக்கழகம் மெயின்லி எதில் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுது அப்படின்ட்டுனா மரீன் ரிசர்ச் ஸ்டடீஸில் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுது, அதாவது மரீன் சம்மந்தப்பட்ட ஸ்டடீஸு. எங்கள் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் பயிலும் மாணவர்களில் ஒரு 5-7 விழுக்காடு இந்தியாவிலேருந்து வந்த மாணவர்கள். அது மெஜாரிட்டி தமிழ்நாட்டிலேருந்து வந்த மாணவர்கள். ஸோ இந்த மாணவர்கள் என்ன ரீசனுக்கு இங்கே ஜாயின் பண்ணாங்க அப்படின்ட்டுனா, ஒன்று அவங்களோட ஸ்டடி இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் அந்த ஃபீல்ட் மரீன் ஃபீல்டில் இருந்தது. பட் அதையும் தாண்டி அவங்களோட மெயின் ரீசன் என்னன்னா, பீயிங் இன் மலேசியா மேக்ஸ் தேம் ஃபீல் அட் ஹோம். ஏன்னா அந்த கல்ச்சர், அந்த சொசைட்டி ரொம்ப சிமிலராக இருக்குது. அங்கே தமிழர்கள் வாழ்கிறாங்க, இந்தியன் சொசைட்டிஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ அந்த நார்மலிட்டி இருக்கிறதுனால அவங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ஆர்வமாக இருந்துச்சு ஜாயின் பண்ணுறது. அண்ட் ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் வென் இட் கம்ஸ் டு எஜுகேஷனோட குவாலிட்டி, மலேசியா டாப் யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் இருக்குது, ப்ரைவேட்லேயும் சரி அல்லது பப்ளிக்லேயும் சரி. ஸோ இந்த யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஜாயின் பண்ணும்போது they have very good quality programs that they can actually enroll in. And of course when it comes to the fee structures as well as advancement in curriculums, கற்றுக் கொடுக்கிறது of course we are in par with all the other countries that the students from India normally அவங்க நாடி போவாங்க. So Asian countries பார்க்க போனால் Malaysia is one of the good opportunity for them to come. So இப்போ எங்கள் யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா students when they come and when we bring them to marine related studies, ஏன்னா அது எங்களோட ஃபோக்கஸ் மரீன் சம்மந்தப்பட்டது. அண்ட் இந்தியாவிலையும் நிறைய யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் மரீன் ரிசர்ச் செய்கிறாங்க. ஸோ அவங்க வந்தது நாட் ஓன்லி டீச்சிங் அண்ட் லேபரட்டரி பட் ஆல்சோ ஹேண்ட்ஸ் ஆன் ரிசர்ச்சும் இருக்குது. அவங்க வெசலில் போய் ரியல் டைம் மரீன் அனாலிசிஸ்லாம் செய்ய வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. ஸோஃபா நாங்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டில் மட்டும் ஒரு 14 யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் கூட கொலாபரேட் பண்ணி ரிசர்ச் செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ பிசைட்ஸ் ஸ்டடீஸ் ரிசர்ச்சும் சேர்ந்து இருக்குது. அண்ட் வி ஆல்வேஸ் வெல்கம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் இந்தியா டு ஜாயின் அஸ். அண்ட் அவங்களோட அட்வான்ஸ் லேர்னிங்ஸ் இந்தியாவிலேருந்து அவங்க ஸ்டடி பண்ணி வர அந்த பேசிக் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்காக இருக்கிறனால அவங்களுக்கு அங்கே கோர்சஸ்லாம் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு எந்த ப்ராப்ளமும் இல்லை. அண்ட் இங்கிலீஷ் ப்ரொஃபஷன்சி ரொம்ப ஹையாக இருக்கிறனால அவங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ண முடியுது. ஸோ லெக்சரர்ஸ்க்கும் என்கேஜ் பண்ண முடியுது ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கும். ஸோ தே ஹேவ் வெரி குட் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் டு கம் அண்ட் லேர்ன் வித் அஸ் இன் மலேசியா. ஸோ மோர் அண்ட் மோர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வரதுக்கு நாங்கள் வெயிட்டிங் டு டேக் தேம் இன். அண்ட் as ப்ரொஃபஸர் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஷார்ட் டேர்ம் மொபிலிட்டி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், மீனிங் தட் அவங்க ஸ்டடி செய்கிற டைமில் இந்த கூட ஜாயின் பண்ணி ஒரு ஷார்ட் பீரியட் ஆஃப் டைம் எங்கள் யூனிவர்சிட்டி பற்றி கற்றுக்கிட்டு எங்களோட ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் பற்றி கற்றுக்கிட்டு கூட அவங்களால இருக்க முடியும். ஸோ தே கேன் ஆல்சோ டூ திஸ். ஸோ these are few opportunities that we are creating for Indian students to come, but mainly for undergraduate and postgraduate students வரது we really welcome them to Malaysia, and to just that the ecosystem and environment there is very safe for them to stay and also to pursue their studies.
Thank you. I just want to add a bit more. There's another point that is important for all Indian citizens, Malaysian government has granted 1 year postgraduate visa, they call it. It's a graduate visa to Indian citizen. You can either work in Malaysia for part-time for 1 year, or you can actually stay in Malaysia to progress for the next level of study, or thirdly, you can actually stay in Malaysia for 1 year like a holiday. So which means after you have completed your degree or your master's or your PhD, you are allowed to stay in Malaysia for 1 year as a postgraduate visa, and it is allowed to the Indian citizen, Indian passport holder. Another thing that I forgot to mention is about edutourism. We also have got an offering about education plus tourism, which means there's a short-term program that we mentioned between 2 weeks to 6 months. Student can actually enroll for the programs. Various universities have that different offerings. For example, if the university in UMT, for example in Terengganu, which is the east coast of Malaysia, which is near to the sea, they may have program like psychology plus snorkeling, so this is something that being offered by the Malaysian government and Malaysian universities under the pretext of edutourism, education and tourism as a short-term program.
Just to add on that is obviously when the 1 year extend பண்றாங்க விசாக்கு அது ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அப்போ உங்களுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு internship company work with the company, so that's the opportunity that's very very important.
சார் அந்த internship 1 year part time work பண்ண முடியுமா இல்ல full time work பண்ண முடியுமா?
இப்போ என்னக்கா பாருங்க, இன்டர்ன்ஷிப்ல அப்படி இப்போ வந்து ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டாலிட்டி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ப்ரோக்ராம் இருக்குங்க. ஓகே, அவங்க வந்து ஒரு செமஸ்டர் வருவாங்க. அப்புறம் நேராக நீங்கள் ஒரு இன்டர்ன்ஷிப்க்கு இன்னொரு செமஸ்டர், அப்புறம் அப்படி வந்து ஒரு டிகிரி ப்ரோக்ராம் செஞ்சாக்கா அந்த டிகிரி ப்ரோக்ராம் ஜெயின் முடிக்கிறதுக்கு 1 year இந்த விசா இருக்குது வேலை செய்யுது. அப்படி அவங்க நல்ல வேலை செஞ்சாக்கா அப்புறம் வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது where they can be employed by the 5-star hotels, etc. So that's the opportunity. Same thing with IT companies. There's a lot of IT companies. But ரொம்ப students are working in our IT.
Yeah, Malaysia IT sector the next generation of AI revolutions, Malaysia is very actively involved, especially in the semiconductor development and other areas of IoT areas, data centers. Malaysia is becoming very big, especially in the southern region. We have the Malaysia Johor Bahru, Singapore Johor Bahru exclusive economic zone, and that area there is a large investment coming from all over the world, and Singapore's financial strength and their research credentials are being put to use in that economic zone. There's a lot of opportunities are developing in the Johor Singapore economic exclusive zone. A lot of new technology, IoT kind of things. So it's very important that and we need manpower. Malaysia has manpower, but we need Indian talents who can take advantage and work and also gain a good life from there. Thank you.
If I want to add another point, we have 11 foreign branches in Malaysia. 5 UK universities, 3 Australian universities, 1 Chinese university, 1 Japanese university, 1 Ireland university. What does it mean by having foreign branches is that any Indian students, if they were to get the opportunity to study like a UK qualification, they can study in Malaysia for 2 years, for example, and they can complete the final year in the UK. Because of what we mentioned just now, India is facing geopolitical factor. So you can actually complete the whole study in Malaysia by getting the same certificate, and you get dosa in Malaysia. You can get all the food and whatever that you need.
Yeah.
It is the quality. And the biryani whatever. But this vade, yes, of course. Vade must come with chutney.
Sambar vade.
Yeah, sambar vade, everything. So we offer all this in Malaysia, and the student can get the UK certificate. Exactly the same, identical. It's just that it's been delivered in Malaysia, and the cost is much cheaper because the cost of living, the tuition fees are actually according to the Malaysian rate. So this is another important point for the Indians to consider about coming and study in Malaysia.
So you said you are having tie-up with the university colleges in Tamil Nadu. Tie-up colleges, universities. Malaysian universities and Tamil Nadu universities.
Okay, there are two ways of doing it. One, the reason why we are here in Chennai, yesterday we had a B2B discussion between Malaysian universities and Indian universities. There are 26 Indian universities involved yesterday. They were discussing about how they can build the program to make sure that there is a transfer of students, transfer of syllabus, transfer of lecturers. So this is not going to happen. So that will be, but some of the universities already have some collaborations. Then they will have to offer like maybe dual qualifications between the Tamil Nadu universities and the Malaysian universities. The one that I mentioned earlier is the foreign branch, which is a different one, but you can get at the UK, whatever the countries I mentioned earlier, qualification by studying in Malaysia.
So actually, people are going to Philippines, other countries also. What is the main factor that you can attract Indian students to Malaysia?
What is the main?
Factors. That attracts the Indian students to Malaysia.
Oh, as I mentioned, first is the quality of education, because the ranking of the universities in Malaysia have a very good ranking in general, not just 1-2 university. In general, the universities ranking are good. Recently, 70% of the Malaysian universities have gone up the rank by QS. Secondly, it's not just by the institutions but also by the programs. Some of the Malaysian universities, I can quote UCSI, they even have a good what do you call it, the entertainment or music, which is ranked number 32, I think, number 32 in the world. So this is a very unique proposition that we are mentioning. Of course, it comes along with all those affordability, about the culture that mentioned by our friend, culture, that we have all the Indian society in Malaysia. So this is something that can attract Indians to come and study in Malaysia.
What is the future plan? What is it? How many Indian students you are targeting?
Okay. The more the merrier. So we welcome. We don't have any numbers that we say that a limit. So I do not want to mention a number and then it becomes a limit for the Indians to come. We actually welcome all the Indian students who come to Malaysia. The more the merrier, as I mentioned.
How long you are conducting this education fair? How long years you are conducting this education fair?
How long are we going to do this? Today and tomorrow.
How long you are, from when you have started this program?
Okay. The organization promoting Malaysia, this organization has been in place for the past 12 years. I joined this organization 2.5 years ago. And 2 years ago, that's where I met His Excellency in Chennai. We discussed about how we can work between bilateral, between Malaysia government and Indian government. And then I even have met with the UGC in Delhi and AIU in Delhi. So that's where we got the blessing. We want to work closely together and not saying about Malaysia is so good. No, but maybe Malaysia has gone further in terms of internationalization and globalization. So we would love to share. We want to share what we have done so that we can work together with the Indian universities.
Are you providing any scholarship or stipend to the students?
Scholarships depends. Malaysia has they call it the Malaysian International Scholarships, but it's very limited. Only 100 packs for the whole world, not for Indians. On the first come first serve basis for postgraduate studies. Secondly, we always look forward for any philanthropist or any foundation that can offer. Some of the students like from Tamil Nadu just now, Miss Uma from the school, she actually has put forward 11 together with His Excellency, 11 students to the
18 students.
18, yeah?
Total 18.
Al-Bukhari International University, where that is the philanthropist, the billionaire in Malaysia, who supported that.
Full scholarship.
Full scholarship.
For government, underprivileged government school, Tamil Nadu government school students.
Yeah, I would also like to mention here, if I have the opportunity to also work with any billionaires from India who want to put some
Branch campus.
not branch campus, but also to sponsor the students from India to come and study, because we will be able to facilitate, because we are the trusted party under the government of Malaysia, under the Ministry of Higher Education. Yeah.
So in terms of students, girl or boys students, what is the ratio? Most girl students are coming there.
What? Sorry?
Gender wise, male, female.
Boys are
Profile.
I have.
Under data.
Do we have data for gender?
Male female ratio from India.
We don't.
We will later.
Yeah.
Just maybe to add on the scholarship part just now. For example, University Malaysia Terengganu. For those students who are registering or intention to register from this fair today, we are giving them discount for registration for the first semester. At the same time, we also have registration for group discount for group registration, meaning that the more students you bring, that you come together as your friends, each and everyone gets higher their discounted ratio. So even though the scholarship may not be fully for the whole program, but this kind of discounts in the beginning is definitely going to help them. And another point on the internationalization, we are also serving like a hub where the Indian students will come and join us in Malaysia. Through our university's collaboration with other international parties, they will be able to also expand and explore. So then it gives them like a situation whereby you come and you enhance yourself, you're in Malaysia with the quality of education that we have there. At the same time, you get connected to international, different universities in different countries as well. So it works as a hub like that.
In the list you have mentioned 15 institutions. Could you tell me the top 3 which the students will miss?
The top 3 from the list that you have
15
here.
institutions you have mentioned. Could you tell me the top 3 which the students will miss?
It's actually very subjective, because the student will have preference to what program that they want to enroll. So very difficult to answer that, because they normally say, oh, they want to look for medical, they want to look for dentistry, they want to look for engineering, or they want to look for accountancy. So very difficult to mention about which one is their preference. Depends on their preference.
So among in India, which state the students are the best Malaysian students?
Say again?
In India, which state is the best?
Okay. Chennai.
Tamil Nadu.
Because of the history, I think, because of the people from Tamil Nadu traveled to Malaysia a long time ago. So we have got all the curry, the chicken curry, the fish curry, all those things.
That, like tourism wise, they go for leisure visit, right? So when they come across friends that they go and visit some institutions, they become inclined. They compared to other countries and the cost, they do their own research. So they go as a tourist first and find out through friends, what is the nature of the universities, the cost, everything, and then the quality, everything. Then they make a decision. So this also makes a very important role, where the tourists that go to Malaysia also, Indian tourists goes also, they learn, and after that they make a decision. Okay, Malaysia is the right country.
We explain about the protection of the international students.
Protection. Safety and
safety. Okay.
Security means security. Protection is security matters.
Safety, if you look at the survey made in the world, Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur itself is number 13. It's the most safest city in the world. So should be fine. 13 is out of
women is
180 countries.
Women is a very safe country for women.
Yeah.
They can at 10 o'clock night, 11 o'clock at the night, women have no issue to go out to purchase anything, or they want to go for outing with friends. It's not an issue at all for women.
It's safe.
And in January, just to let you know, I think among all the universities as well, most of the universities have got their own dormitories. Okay, so it's safe.
Accommodation.
And If you go back within the last 3 years, there's a lot of students reciprocally. Okay, we have students from Malaysia doing medicines here, coming to India doing medicine here. The students from India traveling and coming to study in Malaysia. So this is nothing new, right? So they are very, they get acclimatized and it's very accommodative. So it's extremely safe. So that's what it is. And the other comfort is you have professors from India who are with us as well, most of the universities.
Visiting.
And that's where the connection is, and visiting professors.
Visiting professors.
That's what it is.